Thì rất là chắc ạ. Tấn trung. Your mic is off, right?
This mic off, right? I control it, I off now.
You know, the sound is playing, but there's no music.
No, can listen to us. This mic is on.
This mic is on.
This mic is on.
Oh, you need to off, yeah.
Radio.
Or we can just roll right in, we can start. Okay.
30 seconds. Seamus, I think we can put our camera and Najib. Najib.
Oh, we start.
Okay.
Yeah, start.
Okay. Okay. That's right.
Okay, hello guys. Good afternoon to all of you. How is your day? Today is the last day of the year. That's why we wanted to do something special today comparing to the previous lunch learning session. As you can see from the title that actually we are putting the title as Ask Me. Okay, there's no other title that we wanted to put because we are not going to present or we are going to teach any topic of that. We just want to put it and Ask Me. As you know that in the past 2 months, since early November, we started this flow control trainings, right? So if you have not following us or you missed 1 or 2 sections, please don't forget to go back to our previous video and have a look in that. So we always tell the people that you can leave your comment, you can leave your question at the chat box whenever you feel that you wanted to know more, you wanted to clarify. on the content that we have presented, or the speaker or the trainer has presented. So after 2 months of accumulated comment, so we have gone through about that, and we see there is a lot, so many questions that actually raised by the viewer. So we really appreciated for their concentration and also for their comment in the chat box, in the comment box. So today, this section, as you see, there's supposedly myself, Ivan, Sim, and also Najib. But then Najib is not appear. Maybe he has some technical error, but don't be worried. We have today another VIP side guest, a special guest. So he is Calvin. Yeah. Actually, for some people who already view our lunch learning section, you don't feel what you call that, new to him lah. You always see his face for the past few lunch learning section. You do that. So what are we going to do today is that we are going to randomly pick the speaker, okay, to choose the question that has been raised from our previous Facebook Live viewer, and the speaker have to answer the question. All right. So this is how we are going to do with that. Of course, in the middle section, we will also do some quiz, do some prize, because we do not want to keep you here feeling so bored. Like today is the last day of the year, so we have to be cheerful, lively, so that we can end the day of the year much better and welcoming to the new year. All right. So without further delay, let's roll out and pick up, see who will be the first speaker for the questions. So we use this name wheel. Actually, Najib is there. Najib's name is there, but then unfortunately that he has some error that we cannot do that. Yeah, now we see the name. All right. So the first speaker to answer the question is Calvin. You see, today is our very invited special guest. That's why the system also trying to give him face to let him answer the question.
Wow.
All right. So Calvin.
Yeah, since that is my order, I guess, so I can be the first. So okay, I have picked some questions. So maybe I will start with the one that been asked by our friends, Mr. Nakib Asri, on the very first sessions. So he asked about what is the main difference between UBAN, UBR, and UBS series. So at first, just as a reminder, so I guess you guys still remember that for pressure regulators, actually there are two functions. The first one is the reducing function, and the second is the relief or the back pressure function. So as a revision, so for reducing function is used to regulate the downstream pressure, and then while on the other hand, for the relief and back pressure function is used to regulate the upstream pressure. So now back to Mr. Nakib Asri question. So okay, for this UBN, UBF, and UBR is actually the name of the models by our principle. So for UBN, so it's for the model for reducing function, and then UBS is for relief and back pressure function, and then the UBR is actually is for reducing function, but then it's for the high capacity applications.
Okay, so Nakib, if you are here in live, please show your comment if you really understand what Calvin been answered. If not, we hopefully that later on when you are viewing it live, then you can scroll back, think back that you did ask this question and did we really answer or did we really clear your doubt or not. All right. So today we are not going to be very comprehensive trainings again. So we will just wanted to clear your immediate questions. All right. So thank you, Calvin, for answering the first question, which is very clear and straightforward, simple, easy to understand. All right. So let's go to the second questions. All right. Yeah. View again, fortune view again. But I think the name. Why is Najib? Okay lah. I think since Najib is not here, I would like to present on behalf of him. I think it's fine. Siwan, I think it's Najib again. So this is the fit already. Najib cannot run away so much.
This view is naughty today.
No problem, no problem. I think since Najib is still trying his best to join us in this lunch learning, so I will pick up that. All right. So yeah, actually, I would like to pick up the questions. Let me have a look on the. It's one of the viewer they asked about porosity. Yeah, you can show that. Yes, this is the one, Mr. Ng Poi Kun. Yes. Okay, actually this is the inside the topic on the metal coating on metal ball valve. All right. So he asked this question: how to check porosity? Okay. So I think I have some material in order to get him more understand. All right. So I think Siwan can help to show on the slide for what is porosity. Not this one. Not another one. Not this. Not this. Not this. Another one.
There's only two materials.
Not this.
One moment. Let us put the info onto the screen so you all can be more clear illustration to you. Or
There's 4 files. Okay lah. Then we skip this question. We go to the next one. We go on that cavitation one.
yeah, there's another introduction. There's about cavitation and how cavitation happens.
This is, yeah, can you see that? The question that raised by Miss Jaida. Yeah, this many weeks back, that's on the topic that we share on the cavitation on liquid. So her question is, what is the risk of cavitation? Is it less efficient to the valve or ada risk meletup ke macam mana? So I think her background is not really an engineer background. That's why she would like to know more what if cavitation that happened to the valve and how bad it can be to the valve that having this cavitation. All right, so I also having some of the slide and material that I would like to share on that. Siwan, you can help to put on that material, the cavitation, the one. All right. So, yes, this is the one. You can go down the. I think you can put down the viewer question. Yeah, this underneath, yes. Then maybe with our camera. Yeah. So as you can see from here, there is a 2-part line. One is on top, one is on bottom. Alright, so what I would like to show is you can have a look at the bottom one. Where the valve is approaching to a closing position. So you can see the pressure is actually coming in from the right to the left. Right, when the differential pressure is becoming higher, so you can see that is a bubble form, which means the flow media pressure has dropped below the vapor pressures, and that is why it caused a bubble that the bubble has been generated from the float line. So the top is actually just a solution. All right. So if this slide is not easy for you to see on that, I have a second video. Yeah, you can play this. So you can see this. This is just a globe valve, a linear globe valve. All right. So that what you can see from here is over the time when the dB is increasing, you see the line is supposed to be a clear liquid flow, but right now it contains bubble. Okay, and it's very, very serious. Have a look at that. When the dB is reaching 4.6 meter per second, the whole line is already consists of full of bubble. So this is a very, very serious cavitations. Okay, next slide please.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so that is the cavitation that we wanted to show into that. That we mean that when there is pressures along the line that is fall below the vapor pressure, that bubble form, and that publish the valve. All right, next slide. Yeah, so there is a slide. There is the image or the drawing has been shown during the lunch learning section, and you can see the plug, the ball has been badly damaged by the base. Okay, so that is something that to answer you is that we cannot really gauge what will be the damage accurately to the valve itself. But imagine if a ball or the metal can really damage by the cavitation in that, which means the valve body can also be damaged on that. Or the pressure is actually, the flow is actually going to the downstream line. So it will damage everything on the downstream, to the pipe, to the pump, or any equipment at the downstream. And eventually, the medium will be exposed to the atmosphere. And imagine if there is a flammable or ignition source, so explosion can really happen. So that isn't a way to tell that how bad the situation can be if there's a cavitation happening on the valve itself. It's all depend on the time. All right. So I hope that I did answer your, and you are now what is cavitation, how it happened, and how badly it can contribute. All right. So thank you. Let's come back to here. All right. So I think what is the time now?
Yeah, now it's actually
Wow, time passed so fast. But don't worry, today is the last day. I think we have more time, and then you all can OT a little bit, right? Not exactly at 2 p.m. Then we need to off the mic and the camera. So I think in order to keep you all still awake and stay with us, we should do some quiz. We don't wait until the last. All right. So I think who wants to do the quiz? See me. So where's our prize first? We need our
prize. So today we have 3 prizes. If you have a sufficient time. Let me draw the first quiz question. Let me see what we have got. Okay.
yeah. So why actually the price is just it's not the bonus to it's a short job actually, right?
We talk about flow control training, and we are all in industries. This nature, that's why we have to select the price. We use really oil and gas also and supporting the economy. That's why we like the cash voucher. All right.
From the national oil company.
Yes, exactly. All right. So taxi.
Okay. So so the first quiz is, who is our beloved principal that participated in our 2-month control training? Name 2 of them. And okay. So see, there will be a so the third person who answer it correctly, then the right one. And start now. Please contribute your answer.
Yeah. We will check on the comment. We want to know the third person who answer this. So the question is very simple. Who are the 2 principals that have been participated in our flow control training? Remember, throughout the flow control training in the last 2 months time, we always use our principals presentation as well as the speaker as live. So who they are, just name the company name. That is very good already. Okay, we are going to check on the comment and then we see who is actually giving the right answer. Actually, there is one already been reviewed by Kelvin just now. He already mentioned that just now. Alright, so if you really focus on what Kelvin taught just now, definitely you already get 50% toward this e-voucher already. So what you need to do is just to give us another name. Alright, we want you to tell us who are the principals, 2 principals that have joined us throughout this lunch learning section. We share their slide, we share their presentation material, we put on the marketing, the panel, the plate, remember? So who they are, let us know what is the answer of that.
One-hour session also can be one quiz. Yeah.
Now
Come on.
we see the name already, coming in already. Alright. So what we want, hey John, right, you already appeared twice. So cannot. Who is the third person?
From my phone it's Nadia. So hey, it's not confirmed yet. Let us have a
Mine has a little bit of delay. Let me refresh it.
Mine is Nadia.
Nadia Jafira. Is it Sylvan, from your comment?
Yeah.
You see the third person answer.
It's verified.
So I think the answer is correct lah. Okay, so definitely we have Nellis, we have Carol, we have AST, we have been viewers for the past 2 months for that. So if any one of you putting this answer in and the third person being selected, you are going to win this Petronas cash voucher, 20 ringgit. So later on our people will contact you. What we need from you is just a phone number. Then the voucher code will send to your SMS directly and you can use it to pump your car and then into Malaysia lah. Okay. Alright, so I think we should stop from this quiz now and we continue with the next question, our Ask Me section. Alright. Do you want to please the view?
To see the winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the
the view, the spinning. Najib is in already. Okay, Najib in.
Right. Here come our
for the first
I think the winner is who? The Nadia Jafira, is it?
Zafira.
Yeah. Nadia Jafira, congratulations to you.
Hello, hello.
And
Hello.
Hello.
where are you? You went to Parliament.
Salam.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you make us so worried, you know. Suddenly you left out from the screen.
Hey, can you hear me?
Our crew just wanted to make a police report already to see where you are.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Yeah, it's a city. Okay. Najib, just to brief you, we have already gone through 2 questions. One from Kelvin, and actually the second question is supposed to be answered by you, but you were not here. That's why I took up the opportunity to explain on the question that I picked. So yeah, now we want to go to the third round. All right, we want to see who will be the next speaker. Okay, to choose on the question.
So let's put on the wheel of name.
Name will.
The middle of thing. Yes.
I think this system is very fair.
Wow.
He choosing the speaker 1-to-1. I thought today all will be choosing Najib or Kelvin, then me and Sim will be free from the section already. Alright, I think Sim, you have mic.
Thank you. Since my name has appeared, so let's see what are the Sylvan.
Hello.
Okay, so let me take a look. Okay, so it was on the section of process loop demand. So the first question was asking is overshoot mentioned in the data sheet? Okay. The answer is no, because overshoot is actually a non-ideal phenomenon. If the ideal or accurate control, there shouldn't be an overshoot, or there should be a very minor or slight overshoot happens if the smart controller, or we so-called the smart off controller, the positioner, is able to function it accurately or sort of perfectly. So overshoot is, you will not mention in the data sheet, and what we are trying to do is try to minimize the overshoot as much as possible. And also from Kelvin Tay, there's another question. Okay, why it calls smart positioner? Okay, so about the topic of smart positioner, I believe we have covered on the past 2 days, on Tuesday and Wednesday. So basically, I will name out a few features of a smart positioner. For example, it's able to perform auto calibrations. It's integrated with a multiple of sensors, for example, pressure sensors, position sensors, temperature sensors, and the audible input signal sensor, and so on. So the smart features, I believe if you have not covered or you have not listened to us, please feel free to rewind back and look back on the past the video from us on just 2 days ago, Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. Let's go to the next question.
Yeah. So have you got the answer from Sin? What is a smart positioner?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
So,
Sim.
are you smart enough?
Oh, that's why I'm sitting here. That's all the speaker.
Okay, that's very good. So you see, sometimes we say that the trainer will be look stupid to ask a question. It doesn't really that mean. All right. So we are all human. We are all not perfect. So it's good that whenever we have question, whenever we have some doubt in our mind, we do ask. All right. So this is a very good example. You see. Okay. So I hope everybody can also take it that a good example. All right. So yeah. Seeing Kelvin, myself already answered the question, so we know that who will be the last person to answer that without the name view. We don't even want to play the name view already, Najib. I think you have to take the floor. Okay?
Because in fact, actually just now you did it twice, you know.
If you play back the video, then you will see your name there actually.
How lucky you are.
You will appearing twice.
Alright, so we'll let Najib to take up another question.
There's some delay lah, guys. So what we wanted to explain to you, okay? So because the system that we use and Najib are not the same, so there will be some delay. And moreover, three of us are now in KL, and also Najib is in Kerteh. All right. So we do appreciate his time, even to joining us without this.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me or not?
Section together. Okay. I pass the floor to you, Najib. You can go.
Okay. So I saw one question from our visitor Ahmad Afham. Okay. So the question is it trap pressure in the ball after close position? Okay. So the answer is yes. Okay, when the ball was in the closed position, some fluid or medium will remain trapped in the center cavity. Okay, but however, the trap pressure can be released or vented in several ways. Okay, actually, it depends on the design of the valve. One of the method is vented hole on the ball. Okay, the hole can be either on, as you can see here, on the right side on the ball with the hole. Okay, it can be either on the upstream or downstream side to release the equalize the trap pressure once the valve in closed position. Okay, and then the second one, and as you can see on the left side, okay, the drain port or vent port on the valve body. Actually, this is the common type of release mechanism, as you can see here on the bottom of the ball valve body on the right on the left photo. Okay, so I hope that is answer that question from Ahmad Afham.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Najib. Yeah, so I think you pick this person who asked Ahmad Afan. I think he been with us quite a number of times. I think most of the lunch section, I do see his name appear in the comment list. So I also would like to take this opportunity to thank him to be with us all this while throughout the lunch section, and thank you for that. All right. So yeah. Thanks, Najib, for your explanation. It's clear. So now 4 of us already been answering that. So I think today we really need to have a little bit more time. We really want to give out all 3 quiz prizes. Am I right? So yeah, I think shall we do another quiz? Yeah. Since it's already 2, because most people would thought that 2 p.m. It's time for me to leave. So we want to hold you. We want to continue to hold you. So we want to do a quiz, another round of that. So I think we let Kelvin to ask the question this time. So what's your quiz question?
Right, and maybe let me pick one. One second. Let me have the the complete questions. Right. Okay, all right. So the quiz. So the price is still the same. Okay, so listen carefully for the question. So the quiz is okay. What is our email if you would like to send in your inquiry for our products. So, I mean, as a hint, the answer can be found at our .com.bnb Sendirian Berhad Facebook page. So, I repeat again. So, okay, the question is, what is our email address if you would like to send us an inquiry for our products?
So the first one to answer it correctly will get a prize, or
not the first one. Not the first one. I think we give more so that the people can.
So what is your lucky number?
6.
Okay.
Okay.
So the 6 does mean the 6th person who answered the correct, then you will get a prize.
Okay. Yeah, the answer is
Remember the hints that Calvin given the email address that appear in our Facebook page. Okay. Do you really know the answer actually? You can have a look. You can have a check. I will monitor the comment list. Calvin, you check on the email on our homepage. Yes, the community homepage. Yes, exactly.
the answer I'm seeing here is not so accurate.
So one already answered it correctly. Now you know the answer that appear multiple times is wrong, guys. Okay. The answer appear multiple times is wrong. Okay. I only see one right answer at my comment page right now. Hey, Woon. Spamming doesn't mean that you are the person can win the prize. Okay. We want the correct answer. Not spamming. It doesn't mean that you spend 6 times.
Yeah, so good, Fuhhh. Okay, so we start to see the first paper answer correct.
And I have two. Six, okay, you want the number 6. The price is also the same. Petronas 20 ringgit e-voucher for my go 250 kilometer already. But right now we cannot travel. You can still spend in your to many places in KL. Okay. So we only have one. The easiest way is go to the .com.bn.
Sorry, why suddenly hilang? Hello guys, can hear me? Suddenly the video lost. Hello. Okay. So I think we go to the next question. So since you all still can hear me. Right. Okay, so for the next question, regarding WAF test standard and acceptable seed leakage. Okay, for the next question is from our visitor as well, Faris Firdaus. What code and standard that normally used during the test? Okay, maybe this question is related to the common standard for the WAF test. Okay, but I think in general, we have few types of testing standard depending on the functionality of the WAF. However, the most typical standard being used locally in Malaysia is API 598, ISO 5208, and another one is ANSI FCI 70-2, mainly for the seed leakage for control valve. Lagi satu is actually API 60 standard. Biasanya kita guna standard ni to any API 60 valve yang biasa digunakan untuk dekat upstream or midstream application. Alright. So okay, I think we go to the next quiz. Okay, so for the next quiz, I would like to ask you which topic of you like the most and why. Okay, so I want the answer. Which topic you like the most and why? The hadiah adalah yang sama, 20 ringgit kupon. Okay. So the answer from Zaida Shahira. I like the topic the most because I don't change. Okay. So yeah, I think you can see the answer here already. The best. Okay, so I select the best answer is from the Ashikin. Okay, can say the whole 2 month best about course. Okay. Like okay, can say the sorry, I pun dah hilang tadi. Ashikin mana tadi hilang situ dah. Okay lah, so Ashikin is the most consider one of the our staff yang paling aktif. So I think dia pun ada give a quite so today topic best sebab can ask anything and macam biasa quiz and ada hadiah. Okay, and then second answer by Ashikin can say the whole month 2 month the best sebab got so many new face knowledge and creative idea. Okay, so I think that's all from all the series session. So sorry because of this technical error, and congratulations to all the winner, and bye bye.